Hello there. So this week I'm going to do a shop my stash video because I have a lot of stuff and things tend to get pushed to the back of the makeup drawer and then I'll never see them again. So I've picked out a few things that I've been using quite a lot recently that I sort of rediscovered in my collection. First of all, I'm going to start with this foundation. It is the Laura Mercier Silk Creme foundation, and I tend to use this mostly in the summer because it's oil free and I get very oily in the summer, so this is perfect for summer wear. This one is in soft ivory, so this one is slightly too pale for me, and I have it on today. The coverage of it is unbelievable, really unbelievable. It isn't great, however, on very dry skin because I have really dry skin at the moment and it is a little bit dodgy in some areas, but I do love it. It is the best coverage foundation I think I own, and you need a teeny tiny amount of this to cover your entire face. A little goes more than a long way, like all the way, like really far away. I have a lot of like cheek products and blushes and stuff that I've rediscovered because I tend to rotate my blushes more than anything else that I have. So I have whacked out the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. I've had this for a while and I tend to just sort of have stages where I'll use it like every day religiously and then it sort of gets neglected a little bit. It's very messy, but I do love it and it is probably going to last me a very long time because I've had this now for maybe a year and I still haven't even hit pan on it, so it's going to take me a while, but I have been loving it a lot recently. It's a nice sort of bronzy goldy colour, so it gives me a little bit of colour as well in the winter because I get very pale than usual. And yeah, so I've just been loving that, and that is a Soft and Gentle one. Another MAC product that I have rediscovered, this is the MAC blush in Pinch Me, and this was the first MAC blush I ever bought, and I don't know why, because it is super dark on me and I can only use like a teeny tiny amount of it, but it is nice for the winter and it is very strong, so I tend to use it just on the top of my cheekbones, sort of here, instead of on the apples of my cheeks, otherwise it looks like I am sunburnt. So yeah, I have been liking this. It is a really nice autumn winter brown toned blush to use, but I would say it's better on darker skins because on fair skins it can be a little bit overpowering. But I've been trying to use it up because otherwise it's sort of a waste of money. And sticking with the blushes because I've rediscovered another one. This is one of my all-time favourite blushes, and this is the Rimmel blush in Pink Rose. I really like this. It's like a beigey pink. It's like a really muted pink and it's just really nice. It looks so nice if you have very fair skin like me because it's not too strong and it just gives you a really nice flush of colour rather than an overpowering blushy strip of stuff on your face. So I've really been loving this again, and I still haven't hit pan on it and I've used it a lot, so this is gonna last me forever. And then last for my sort of cheek face products, it is the Illamasqua Cream Pigment in Hollow, and I use this for contouring because contouring when you're very fair skinned is a pain in the backside. Trying to find something that doesn't look like a massive brown strip on your face, it's just it's harder than it needs to be, let's put it that way. So this is the cream contour that I use. I also have a powder one that I use which is a NYX blush, and it's basically the same shade as this but in powder form, but I really like this. It's really creamy, really easy to blend, and it is fantastic for contouring on pale skin. And I bought this because of Pixie Woo, because they used it in one of their tutorials and it looked amazing, and I have it on at the moment and it's just really subtle and nice. And you don't have to use it on your face, you can use it as an eyeshadow or as a lip product if you want to. You can basically use it for anything, so very handy, and I've been loving that. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique Stylo Touche de Lumière. Basically, it is a cheap version of the YSL Touche Éclat. And I haven't tried the YSL Touche Éclat, so I can't say if it's the same. They are basically the same company. L'Oreal own like everybody, so it is basically the same product but in a slightly cheaper packaging. I was going to do a review of this on my blog, but I started using it before I managed to take pictures of it. And if you have a beauty blog, you'll know that it's sort of like some unwritten rule, like you can't take a picture of a product that you've already used. And it does look a bit manky, so I don't really want to take a picture of it, but I might do a video review of it because I do like it. It did take me a little bit of time to sort of work out, one, how to use it properly, because the little brush thing at the end is a bit confusing for me, and a bit unnecessary actually, come to think of it. But yeah, I'm really liking this, especially for under eye. I wouldn't put it on blemishes because it obviously highlights them, and that's the last thing you want for your blemishes. But as an under eye concealer, it's really good, so I like that. My final makeup product that I have, it is the Blink, is this Barry M? Yes, Barry M's Blink Black Waterproof Precision Eyeliner. And this is an eyeliner pen, like a felt tip pen. And at first I was a bit like, meh, because the pens for eyeliners are just a bit rubbish when it comes to like pigmentation. They're not very black and it's all just a little bit annoying. I prefer liquid or gel. But I've really been liking this for sort of day wear, where I just want like a thin line at the top, or I just want to do like a really subtle cat eye as well. So I've really been enjoying this. It isn't really black, but it's nice and subtle for day. I wouldn't say I would wear it on like a night out. I quite like dark eyes when I go out. But yeah, it's very handy. It's actually really easy to use as well. It's one of the most easiest felt tip eyeliner pens that I've used. So I'm really liking this. And last but by no means least, I have a brush. Ta-da! This is the MAC 168 brush. And it is an angled brush, it is natural hair, and you're supposed to use it for like contouring. So you go like this, and blush as well. But I bought it and I tried to use it for contouring, and it just, maybe it's my ineptness at using this brush, which is most likely is what it is, but I just can't use it. Just, I don't know why, but every time I try and use it, it just doesn't look right, and it just doesn't blend out the contour like I want it to. I like a big fluffy brush for contouring, if that sounds weird, but it blends it out a lot more, and I have a really tiny face as well, so I don't know why this didn't work very well for me. But saying all that, I have been using it in conjunction with my MAC Skin Finish because it's really small, if you can see. It fits really nicely on the top of the cheekbones, so I have been using this quite a lot for my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. So yeah, it's really nice and soft as well. I wouldn't say it's really worth the money that I paid for it because I don't use it enough to actually get my money's worth, but it is a nice brush. It is going to last me for a very long time. It doesn't look like it's going to fall apart anytime soon, so I suppose I can't really complain. And that is pretty much it for my shop my stash video. Hopefully I will do another one of these in the future because it was quite good to sort of rotate all my stuff that I don't use that often and sort of rediscover some new stuff as well. So yeah, that is pretty much all for now. I will see you next week for a tutorial video, which I haven't done in a really long time. Basically, I decided I wanted to do like a series of tutorials where I follow the instructions on the back of packages. So this one here is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, which I really love. And I decided I was going to follow the instructions on the back, the instructions that they give you to create certain looks. So I have created this on my face with this palette, so if you want to see how I do it, then watch the video next week. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that you can see that. Basically use all of this side here, all of this. So I will see you next week for that video. Goodbye. This has been saving me a lot lately. I do love the smell, and it just, It's fantastic, so I really, really love this. And sticking with the shampoo theme, I got these because I'm running out